Hello everybody, this is Volten, and this is a video of where I'm opening up to all of y'all for Monday all the way to Friday. I was going to do Monday all the way to Sunday, but my premiere is about to end. So I'm making this in a rush with the fact I already gave y'all my buy tonight video of the triple baka. Yeah, anyway, but I hope y'all enjoy the video and more. And hope we keep going through our journey together and rise to the very top together. Hello everybody, it is me, Volten, the Void Monarch. I thought it was a good time now that I honestly want to be able to communicate and be able to let people know more about me as a person. And for why I made this channel, what my name resemblance, and just more of my character. This is just basically lore dropping for y'all. But for my name, I really do go by Jalen Adams. I don't really like going with the name though. More like, I love being called Volten more than Jalen. Mainly because I stain that name more badly with more bad reputation than good, if anything. And while Volten, it's pretty nude. And has a better preference to the same thing I've been trying to go for. But wanted to get that part out of the way, get out of my chest. Anyway. But my full-on thing with me being the Void Monarch. Don't get it mistaken, this is probably won't be the hardest thing to misdetermine or thing. The reason I went with Void Monarch was really off of the fact that Void was probably the first place I was very much in the very beginning of my life. Empty, depressed. I barely had a lot that made me happy. Like, I had lost interest in so much stuff. I actually thought for the first time ever in life I was about to be at the very last, like, well, everyone had like futures and goals set, and I had a good one, and my main thing was just hoping a good future would come to me. I feel kind of pathetic thinking that, which this me, Volten, I like the fact that now I'm chasing for a dream that even if it's so far away like the sun beaming at me, it's something that's so bright that I will be glad to be at. Which makes me want to keep burning out every point of myself. And Monarch, it's really because it's always the people I held close. My friends, people who kept me striving forward. They're my biggest reasons for how I was able to keep going, even when times I got so tired or just stressed out. I'm honestly saying that Monarch is a way of me saying I'm strong on my own, but the people that helps me too make me stronger. Just like how a Monarch always has allies or more that makes them stronger because they're more of an increased number. So you can kind of think of it kind of coolly. And yes, I did add a little play because Monarchs do kind of have the cool parts there, especially you know, Sunshine Roof. I try to war farm like him at the time. Anyway, now I guess I'd rather let y'all know more about me. So let's start off with this. I'm a very lazy person. I mean, not very lazy. I'm pretty motivated. Like, I'll get work done and more. But I like working things that I will love to do. Which content, the reason I love doing this is because it makes me feel free. Allowed to just be me in Zoom. Be able to express myself to the world and be just truly free to the world. Probably the first time ever where, for me being a Sagittarius, yes, my birthday's in December 7th. Hope y'all don't remember. But I could definitely say I love the times I truly got a chance to speak to people while letting myself be free. It didn't have to go acting in general. And Sorry, I got so distracted with someone's name tag. But anyway. But basic, ma'am, move. Ma'am, move. You're ma'am, you're blocking the shot. You're blocking my shot. Anyway, sorry. I wasn't expecting Loki. That was actually kind of funny. But anyway. But if you wanted to know, I'm honestly just, well, a adventurous soul that likes speaking with the people and being free. Especially, I always wanted to learn a lot more about people's religion and knowing people more deeply than just not knowing much of anything. In general, I got more bonded a little more with Christianity, but, you know, back then I used to, as when I usually rolled with me being just Jay Lynn, just coexisting in the world, where everyone's being themselves. No, I feel like I was just putting on masks half the time. Where I'll be truthful, I did kind of stand a lot of the, well, lowered the name a little bit, a lot. Or it feels like to me I have. Probably to others it didn't really feel like it. For me, I never want to put any problems on any other's religion. So I want to just put this in my own legal bio. I am not going to be that much of Christianity though. Though I will learn more about it and do respect it. I just don't want to put any harm in terms of hurting other people's religions or anything like that. Like I said, I want to bond with the people and be with the people. And be with the fans I have and the people that supports me. That's mainly it of me. And I want to say that for the first time, all these videos I made, it made me feel happy. And I even found out my own search of reason for why I became a content creator. And my whole biggest reason was literally from content terms of just being able to make other people's day happy just from watching my vids. That's what I always aim for. I feel like my videos are not just content termed or entertainment termed it, but it's kind of my way of trying to make you happy throughout the days you are having the worst day. And that's what I'm always about trying to do. Even when I'm very lazy, I will still always try to at least get some strength to edit, some just to even post and be me, because I don't know, truthfully, I love being free, being myself in a world where they got like so much endless possibilities of what you can do. And I want to be a person that gets not just to explore everything. I want to be a person who would be able to say that I've done so much in my life that I actually feel happy. And my goal hasn't ever changed. I'm still aiming to be the one person who reaches up to 1 billion subscribers or 1 million followers on TikTok, if I still do TikTok. But I probably will, because, you know, that's just my way of gathering more of y'all to my YouTube for y'all to know me more and get more character off me. Peoples, I'll admit, if there's one last thing I want to talk about, is I want y'all to know, be yourselves. Don't change, nothing like that. Don't stress out things that are not in the present. Or in, how can I best say this? Live your life free, be a bird. In the sky, and be free. That's my best way I can explain it. Without overthinking, because I normally overthink too much and I make my words sound so complexing. But just be free. Like a butterfly in the sky. You don't gotta be socializing. You don't even have to socialize at the time. Just be you, be in your own inner peace, be around people you know and love. Be yourself. Now, I feel like if that's really all said, that's all with me in general. So, probably the next time I'll do this, it'll probably be more like death learned more of me. Or other words, when I truly make another, y'all probably know more about my backstories in general. After all, I'm not making these for entertainment more. This is for y'all to know more about me, about who I am as a Volten. Basically, this is my way I want to be able to connect with y'all and be able to speak with y'all. Even if it's me through a screen. But, yeah. Hope y'all had a good time. Come on. Now, God, I feel nervous, but feel at peace now being on speak my mind.
So are we done now, or?
Okay, yes, I'm done. Now, can you go ahead, look at the sun?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Alright, you guys. See ya.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka.
Now, since I already got to the topic of talking to y'all, and I thought of, well, I did re-look back on my stuff, and I thought there was a little bit of funny things I want to talk about too. And just want to put this out, if I'm not any religion, then I'm probably just going to be the yin-yang whole thing, the toterism and doterism whole thing. I feel like that just reaches more of my personality in general terms, than my thoughts, because I'm always sticking with spirituality most of the time. Though, not saying, well, I guess you could take it kind of how it is, really. You could just take it how you want to. Not in a mean way, it's just, even I still need to do a little more studying on, like, so much things. Even with, like, the USA having stuff going on with Iran, I do not know what's going on. All I know is that they're talking about us going to war, yet I don't know what happened in Iran or what really happened for us to be in war with them. Is that supposed to be a My Hero Academia thing, or? But this whole part of me wanted to talk about my own troubles and what my main things I had going through my journey. Thank golly, my voice went deep. But anyway, so I'll say my only big trouble I started realizing during my life was I had attachment issues, or more like, you know how a cat will be, or a dog will be sad when you leave the house? I feel like I think I was like that too. Just the difference was, I hated having to leave schools and leave friends. That I started getting attached to the people I had around me.
It's even affected my relationships.
And that's kind of like my funniest thing. I guess it kind of showed how much I loved it having friends around that I barely said anything about it. And yes, I did look at chat a little earlier, though. I was a little curious. But anyway. But let me get back on topic. I'll say my only problem was I think I normally like had back then and now, until I finally realized what my true problem was, is that I guess I missed it having a lot of like talking with friends or being basically approachable to speak to. I think it was because back then when I was in my other schools, I always had like friends who would like talk to me, like bond with me, and it felt easy. I felt like I was just easy approachable and easy to make things become laughable, but then I kind of realized, truth be told, I learned that not everyone's gonna want to try to talk. Not everyone's gonna want to bond like that. It's pretty rare. It was only rare for me because, one, I was in a school where where most of the people I was friends with, we've been in the same classes way more than once, so it was easy to bond. So and because we were in school, there was no really way to keep yourself off the boredom, so of course we won't have to speak to each other to keep ourselves off the boredom. I guess that's where it was. Right. What I'm basically trying to say was that I definitely did have more like, I think I grew like attachment problems to like a lot of things. Mainly just on friends and people's in terms of relationship or friends. Like, you know, friends, relationship, all that, yada yada. I never had attachment to like physical objects. I don't really not care about that stuff, low key. Well, Okay, I lie. I do have a good attachment with music, but music is what kind of helps me, okay? I'm a music alcoholic, man. Leave me alone. And I'll say, my one problem I'll say I do have is that, I will be honest, I am pretty to the point where I could say, you know what? I'll say this, just don't take, I don't know if y'all take this literal, so I'm gonna just say it. I am in a way somewhat crazy. Not like psycho crazy, not like, oh my god, I'm crazy that I'm gonna find your house and do something bad. I mean, like, I'm able to just swap a lot of personalities that I can even be a psychotic person. Y'all will know from one of my recent videos from like on TikTok. If y'all have been on my TikTok, literally in my YouTube stuff there, you can probably see it. I forgot what you call it. And the rest of that video, it speaks for itself. Because all I will tell you then, I was laughing like a psychopath. Like I truly loved it killing. I guess you can say it's kind of like that same thing, like Fade on Change put on his video, where he said like, why am I happy with killing people in game? I mean, well, mine's just the definition of why do I feel so excited to even catch a body? Like, brother, I'm about to say I almost make myself sound like a hood person who was just excited in general just to go and catch a lick or go and get somebody. But I would say it's probably in general that's just another part of me being true to myself, because I think in true terms, when I'm really in the moment, I'm pretty hypered. Like, I think that's where my true personality jumps in deeply here. But yeah, there's not much I can really explain for it though. I would be off with that. Now, they have a whole lot of places. They work a lot here. See, I know this was a good place to talk and walk. Y'all basically getting a little more views of this whole place. Who knows? This could honestly be places here of Japan. If you told me this is not Japan, in a way reference, that street kind of did remind me of the Shibuya spot. I forgot what you called it, low-key. We're not about to talk about that poster anyway. But, and I'll say that's probably all it though. But if I'll say, oh wait, no, I still got one more. I forgot. I'm not reading off of a list. Anyway, no, I did not make a list. But I forgot, if there's one thing too I do have, say as my trouble was, ever since I now became more indulged into being this content creator of Volten, I sure did grew a lot more egoistic in a way. Not like bad egoistic. I mean, like, I really want to make sure I get stuff like posted out and more, because the thing is with me is that I had like a lot of days I wanted to try to do. And when I mean a lot of things I wanted to do, I mean so much people I wanted to speak to and like more, that I in general just wait. Yep, okay, I need to start over. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart. And I kind of forgot what I was talking about. Restart. What I'm really trying to say is that my problem I had was I had a lot of other careers that I didn't want to pursue. Even me being a music artist or a rapper like my dad, and I'm still gonna probably plan to do music, because I did make beats, just I never really shown y'all. I mean, people on TikTok probably knew if they did come to this YouTube channel. But for y'all probably don't. And I might probably put in a video where y'all will hear it too, so y'all can at least get an image of what I make out of boredom. Like when I'm just really don't got nothing I want to do with content, but I want to make like music a little bit, like beats, then yeah. And I'll say that's pretty much all it. But I do want to add in one thing, since we're almost back to the destination. But it's funny how I will say this. I give myself two nicknames: Void Monarch and Eye of the Void. The reason I go by the void is supposed to be a resentment of my character having an eye of here. The eye that sees the wrong in the world, but it wants to be the person who makes all the right in the world. And you may ask, oh, but ain't void supposed to be black or purple? Yeah, no, I'm not about that. If anything, I feel like for me it'll be black and white because really I'm more pure outside and same time more dark inside. Not like my skin tone. I'm already chocolate skinned. But you get the point. But yeah, that's all we got. Just wanted to take a large lap before we got to the spot we gotta come back to. Anyway. Since, you know, I had a good time really talking. I will admit this, even with this being my second day opening up, I'm starting to feel a little more better with just opening up. Like, hold up. There we go. Sorry, forgot. Still gotta take my still gotta take my way to the station. Don't worry, that ain't gonna take long. Though I should probably hurry up though. We did walk excuse me. Anyway, if you're wondering, but what I'm basically trying to say is that I had a lot of fun always speaking on being open to y'all. But I knew it. You gotta be kidding me. No. But where's my other drink? Anyway. But I'm gonna say this now. Now anyway. But yeah, that's all I really want y'all to know. And I want y'all to know I do care for y'all as my subscribers and fans every time. And I'm always thankful for the smallest support y'all can give me throughout my journey. Now, I'll go ahead and see you on, what, it was Tuesday, so Wednesday now? But yeah, anyway, hope to see y'all again. See ya! Hello everyone, this is Void Monarch, and if I'm correct, it should be now Wednesday with me doing this, which then I thought about talking about as my own friends and connections in a way. I guess it's more of me, because I know I'm talking more about myself, so this is more saying what my full point of friends most of the time were now, and well, like I said, want to be able to bond and let y'all know more about me, so let's get to it. So basically I can now say this is that with me when it comes to friends, I feel like I always had a strong hard mind about what are friends to me. And eventually I started thinking my friends in general would be people who always wants to be around me more, but I guess it comes to a big giant list of that in general. I started realizing that in general, friends are just, I guess, people who are surprisingly chill with just having you around. They don't really much care. Because I guess it goes kind of both ways. One where they want to bond with you, and one where they're just cool with you, that they're probably gonna hang around you a little bit or want you to have join around. Which I feel like that's what my mind has now went throughout these years. I feel like my mind has now went to the point now realizing that friends in general, it to me is basically the quite literal definition of just me literally saying, what's the best way to say this? That, I guess I'd say the best way to explain it is that for them wanting me as a friend and not really wanting to speak to me, it's more like I'm just temporarily their friend for now until they're ready just to have someone else to practically replace me. So that's the best way I can think of it for myself. And you could say I'm looking at it in a bad way, but I guess maybe to me, it's because I always had a different way I always have friends, so it makes it a little more hard for me to process that thought. Because with me, when I want to have like friends, it'll be people I know I can connect with well and be able to speak to well. Like, truly be able to like bond with them that even I feel happy about just being me. Or what I'm basically trying to say is that I like friends who can keep up with my emotions and how I act throughout my days and just be around me because I am me. That's just all it. Half of the friends I got, I mean, most of them in general are just people who are basically just chill with me. I feel like they're on the, it's just the part where they're like, they're chill with me, have me around, but I'm not the type who they will want to just always have around. Like, you know how you have like bonds of friends who calls you their friend, but yet will not have you around as much? I feel like that's my kind of bond I have. It's basically the definition of saying, I'm not that deeply bonded with you at all, but I am bonded with you. Which, I guess, in my turn, what I always want is a friend in general where I can truly say to myself that that if there's my go-to person I want to go to talk, than me being by myself with headphones, just blasting music until either A, we get out of a situation, get out of a location, or finally get done talking, then it'll be that. Then I'll always think then it'll be you, the person who I truly made as my friend. Or basically what I'm trying to say is, I don't really value friendship of just people who considers me a friend when they barely want to talk to me or anything like that. Or even when they do talk to me, it don't really seem like they are really about making a real friendship bond. Or more like they just want to keep me as a momentarily friend, which for me, I still find it nice, but in my road, I want friends who are going to be long lasting for me, not friends who are going to just be momentarily there most of the time for me. Because, no offense, if it's like that, then I probably will not care at all. Like, then at that point, you might as well go ahead and just say you don't want to be my friend. Because then I won't even want to be your friend now. And I'll be honest, with my double identity personality of myself, I always act on the kind part of me, while the other part of me wants to be rude about it. But thanks to how much of a good spirit I am with me being a vegetarian, I normally try to go on the good side routes, but when it gets to the point it's getting so overused, it makes me so badly want to be bad. But the only reason I don't is because, like I said, I'll let y'all know this, I am in school still. Like, intentionally, I'm still in school. And the only reason I don't do nothing bad, or I don't be my own way of a rebel, because I could be that way for myself. The only reason I don't care about it, or don't really try to, is because I still kind of have the part of my mind where I don't want to be, like, a very, like, how can I say this? A dumb kid or anything like that because I didn't pass school or something like that. Or because I didn't really graduate high school and I'm just, like, a basic dropout or something like that. Or someone who basically don't amount. Because I feel like the only reason I'm only passing school was really just so I can really say to myself that I'm at least smart, that I can pass through. Yet, I don't have really no much love or care for school, no offense. And it's only because I just don't have the love for the game. That's just it. That's my true speaking. I don't have the love for the game. I don't love learning. I don't love doing all that. The only thing I love doing is just getting the work done and getting it all out. That's all it. But if there's anything that's truthful with me, is that I always want to be able to bond with people. But I really want to bond with people I can really connect with. And when I mean really connect with, I mean like people I can truly bond. like, you can currently know from like most of my videos, I have like System, Colton, Aaron, and little. Oh wait, I never shown. Oh yeah, I never shown y'all Aaron. Actually, never mind. Dial that back. Y'all will get an Aaron will join one of our videos soon. If we all have a day where I can actually invite him into a video session where we actually do something fun together. But I basically just use the example of me, Colton, and System. The reason I actually like being in the bond of those friendships is because, one, we are honestly good friends, and I'll say, to me, they really match up to how I really want my own friendships to work out. It's just us bonding, being able to talk and more, and there are people who actually help, and they're like people who actually more wants to be my friend because it's me. It's not because of because I have like saying things they going on or something like that, or like any trouble problem thing. Not even saying not the trauma bond thing. I want to be, because for me the biggest thing I care about myself in friendships is being loved for who I am, and being basically known that I'm not being friended because of whole nother reasons. I'm being friended because you truly want to be my friend. But I think in a world like this, because I always saw the video back then on YouTube where they say now friendship sucks, and I don't think it really does. I feel like it just got to the point where it's more like too much people know, or I feel like it's just some people no longer really has that much daily care for relationships, because half the time they're either, well, I will admit, half the time it's either they're just on their phone not doing much, or because they be in a community where their personality and bond doesn't really match up well, so they have to substitute for friends they rarely will have much conversations or want to speak to, which I think that's just it. Because for me, I'm in a community where people who I don't want to talk to, but have to practically go about it because I'm not trying to be greedy or anything like that. Or not greedy, but not trying to be in a way rude or anything like that. It's sorry, it's hard to dress it out and speak about it. But what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to me and my connection of friends, I like people who goes to be my friend for me and wants to actually hang out with me because of me. Like, it's cool you don't want to talk, but there's times you don't. Like, it's cool where there's times where we don't talk anymore. But if I know you're being my friend because of me, then that's cool with me. I'm not a goddamn yandere, tusere, or any of those things where I'm going to constantly need your attention. If I got the full on song, me and myself and I, if I got the beat inside my heart that's keeping me alive, I'll be fine. But at the same time, the people who actually are my friends, they do keep me a reason to keep smiling and being myself throughout my time. Then, I guess, no, I just kind of want to, and I guess there is a lot more I want to talk about. You know what? And I'll admit, the one thing, and I'd say my only biggest thing I dislike is people who don't really like me for me. And the reason I say that is because what I mean by don't like me for me, I basically mean hating on someone because they're trying to be themselves. Where then it's just like, okay, do I got the full permission to hate you for you being you? Because no offense, when I hear the fact that you hate me because of me being me, like, okay, I'll admit, yes, I make offensive jokes, yes, I make crazy jokes, but normally that's just how I joke around. I'm not that creative, and most times I'm cringy, and most time I'm like really trying to do my own way of upping the full-on like mood of a situation, trying to make it so funny in my own term, or make it where situation is a little more funnier. And if it's somehow in the situation I can be, then I'll just be chill and chat. That's just all it. Which is why I always say, if there's a big another lesson I would say, be yourself. Be around people who's gonna love you for you, cause being around people who ain't gonna really love you for you is definitely probably gonna be your most frustrating thing you're gonna deal with. And literally by the time I learned I was being, and by the time today, where now I'm learned that I'm merely being hated because of me being me, I started honestly start realizing that the school I'm in is not even a school I am meant to be in. You told me a school where I'm not allowed to make my own jokes, and even when I'm joking for real, they really take it to heart deeply. Like, I literally say I'm joking. I'm basically a comedian in a full-on comedy show, and the moment I say a very bad offensive joke that it's not like so deeply offensive, but even if it's very offensive, I will literally say sorry and I apologize, because I do not want to break down people's emotions. And if I do, then yes, I will speak about it. Potentially, will I be honest and say that I will love it more if people just love me for me? Then yeah, because I feel like there's really nothing you can. I mean, sure, there's some stuff you could dislike about me. That's honest, but even if I have something I dislike about someone, I at least want to always be able to bond with them and keep it cordial, keep it nice and friendly. And yes, I did say that. I would like to make a nice and cordial friendship. Basically, even if you have some dislikes of me and if you don't want to be friends with me, or you don't want to no longer talk to me, tell me, and I will quite literally won't talk to you, because I care for people too. I'm not a content creator because I want to not just make content, make people feel happy with my stuff. I want to be able to meet people, and if I am disrupting you of your emotions more from me being myself, let me know to be away from you or talk or more. I literally probably will do that because I care more about making my people happy, but at the same time I'm not trying to be a disturbance with people. Now, what's my last task I'll talk about? I guess this was a good situation to speak of this, because I was like ranting so badly today about why I was even hated or why I was questioned about, because I don't even think I do much to get hated on. I feel like if anything, all I just do is be myself. If me being me is a ways and I get hurt, then I'm not get hurt, but being hated, at this point, just say you don't even want to know me, because I will burst it. Because it's not like I'm gonna be able to just erase myself from the world. Like, that's not that's not something I can physically do. And this is the first time I probably am talking like my mom too. When she argues, actually. I am definitely part of this Adams gene. But anyway. Back on subject, but basically what I'm trying to say is that what on earth are you? Okay, anyway. If there's anything I would say to be honest about, is just be yourself. Be you, and be around people who's gonna care to be your friend and not of other benefits. Though I'll say but then again, I guess it's cool though if you do bond with someone. 'Cause I have a bond with one of my family members off a trauma bond, which I guess it's not as bad. I mean, they probably go then, because depending on how your trauma and their trauma kind of went, you somehow bond with them well more than you expected, because of the fact you did more better options. And show that deep down in yourself, if you really were a nice person, then they probably will like you because you're a nice person. But if you were a bad person, they definitely probably would not want to talk to you. Or if you were just a bad cause of that situation, yeah, they probably won't. But yeah. But basically, all I just want to be able to say is that I'm basically no plain ordinary person. I'm basically, if anything, if there's a best way you could describe me as a person for me as a YouTuber, I'm basically just a person who tries to act like Thanos in Fate Unchained. Because Thanos, he does kind of swears a lot, and I will admit, I do swear just because it's my own way to express myself and show to myself, like I said. I'm an adventurous spirit, okay? I love to feel free. Let me have my freedom of speech. And at the same time, I love being loud and crazy about it. I love being loud and crazy and being goofy in my own way. So yeah, had to breathe because, like I said, today was pretty angry, and some of this conversation was brought up because of today too. Which I was already going to talk about friends and connections today. Just this brought out more of it too. But yeah. Anyway, now we go up on number 2. Well, 4. Yeah. Hello everybody, it's Volten again. It should now be Thursday, but by the time I probably get done this, it will be now Friday, but... Well, okay, Zeus, I'm sorry! Now this time I will talk about is my own... Well, let's just say it's a little bit part of the Volten's little lore and secrets. And... anyway. So for me, I'll probably give off 5 little things to know more about me. Which one? I'm a shy person. And it's funny, 'cause I think I already said to y'all that my personality is an omnivert, so you'll be surprised on. So I guess you can already figure on like what side of an introvert that I really am at. If you guessed it, introvert, you are right. And for people who guessed it, introvert, extrovert. If that's said right, you definitely don't know me at all. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, but yeah. And I would say I'm a big Jutsu fan, and I just watch around a lot of anime. There's not much I do around life, but I do want to do a lot more in life because, you know, I've always been thinking about wanting to explore and do things. Like I said, that I'll be honest about. And truthfully, I just want to do a lot more things where I can have fun and have fun with people who are truly gonna have fun with me. You know, basically make bonds and friends while being a content creator, while later being employed. So let's see how that's gonna work out later in my future. You know, I might probably work at a Dave & Buster. I'm kidding. But anyway. But oh yeah, got off track. Anyway, but I'll say my most interesting thing about me is that I'll say I have dissociative identity disorder too. Like I do have a lot of things like to say on that goes on mental, but like I said, it will be going down a big giant list. But let's just say I have a big giant list of that not just it really makes my emotions more a void where I don't feel much of anything, but it even ruins my memory. Like, I'm not even kidding. Especially with me having ADHD and with my cousin talking about how not ADHD, autism, and talking about how some people who has autism actually has a higher chance of developing depression, which lets you know that's pretty bad. Especially because there's a chance that depression will affect your full-on memory. So I basically learned that I have basically a definition of stacked weaknesses that boosts wrong on my memory, so I cannot remember nothing. That's why short-term memory is worst thing. It's probably like my best thing for me, which is why I say I'm more of an adaptive person. But what's funny about it is that not just I'm adaptive, I can really say I think of fast and strategic things quick, because I try to make my head move quick. But when I'm slow in head, and I mean like I can't process or think of things quickly, then yes, I'm then at that point cooked. But over time, I'll say I'm pretty good. Now, oh yeah, and there's one little fun fact. Well, not one fun fact, but there's an add-on actually. I forgot to say about that. And with my double personality that I talked about a few seconds ago, I actually have 2 things. One, I go by Volten. It's because I like my name Volten. We already talked about that in the first video. And 3, Voiden Voiden is what I gave myself for my other me. In other words, what my other name I've been ran with throughout my life, Jalen. So I think you get the full standard part of it. And why they give us Minesweeper? This is the tragicest mod you can give up. I'm kidding. Anyway. But yeah. But now since you get what I really am, I'm basically just a kid who wants to play, who wants to have a lot of fun with people and bond up. Okay, then you gotta be like right here. Anyway. Here, no. But yeah. So that's why I say in general. How did I live? Okay. But yeah, that's why I always say that if there's anything in general, I would like to be able to bond with people. And know people more deftly than where I'm at now with knowing them. That's my always intention. To bond with people, get to know them more, and then bond with them. And then really be happy to get to know them more deeper than what I got to know them more. Basically, it's my way of saying I want to be able to learn people more and more through and through. But yeah. And then oh yeah. I guess I can go ahead and bring up this, but in case of like future references, but I guess I want to just bring this up because I feel like this is the one I can make this a little interesting. But I am a big fan of Persona or RPG games that was made from what's the company name? Azure. I forgot. Basically, people who made Persona 3, 4, and 5, 1, 2, and Metaphor, and many other games, or Advance or so, I think it was called. I literally cannot lie. I feel like I play their games way more since it's just their game is so fun. Like their company game, I actually would be so glad to be a tester just playing every game of them in general. But yeah. And I'll say, oh yeah, and I'm gonna just bring this out just because I want to be able to, and because I really want to know if y'all do watch this. I really want to know who y'all would romance in general, but you know, I only played Persona 3 and 5. And I still need to look more throughout my other... I am going to be playing like other Persona games. And I might even make a video of me playing Persona again. So I will do that. But this time I'll actually aim to get up like maybe all Personas. Try to get... Or I might try to platinum it later in the future. If I actually start doing so good that I can now switch to doing content in terms. But yeah. But other than that, that's probably gonna stay as an untitled thing for now. But for me, the people I actually romanced and stuck to romance to was Samire from Persona 5 and Aegis in Persona 3. But thanks to the fact those two people were like people you that was like I guess played. I guess you had to wait until like the end of the game. So if you really didn't like anyone at all until she came in, then you're good. And then Samire, you have to take a full-on you have to take the true route to where the game in Persona Royal gets its real ending. So that's what's funny about that. Like shoot, I could not tell you any time about all those times where just me wondering when I was gonna be able to actually bond up and actually be able to romance her or dates, because I feel like I actually had a great bond with her. But then to learn that I have to get the other ending. Oh yeah, don't move when it opens her eye. Lucky for you, I had a grappling hook. Anyway, sorry. Now anyway. Now, Jesus. I got attacked! Okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? Forget that. Anyway. I meant forget that death. That didn't happen. That didn't happen, Editor Volten. I promise you. That did not happen. What do you mean not happen? I can't take that out. This is your fault. I want to say this in general. But, thanks to the fact those are what happened in Persona. If you wonder what my alternative choices were if it were not to be them, mine then later was just Yukari and Makoto. Well, actually it wasn't no. Actually, no, I remembered. But then again,
Actually, no, it was Makoto, because I did remember Anne, but that one I won't count because I was curious of the romance dialogue. I wasn't actually gonna go for her though. Like, I'm not even kidding, because I couldn't even see the other, I couldn't even see Samira's whole thing while I was dating Makoto. Not saying I was going to, switch up on Makoto, because once I date someone, I'm not about to switch up. I'm respectful. I did it with, I done my second replay and actually got the other ending with, where I had to bond up with Maruki. So, before y'all about to call me out as not loyal, I am. I'm loyal in every single game. Now, anyway, but yeah, and I'll say, I feel like that's got a lot now. I mean, I think y'all got a good gist now. And I think on the final day, because like I said, actually no, not like what I said. But the fun thing was, I was gonna make this like 7 weeks of knowing me, but knowing about my premiere is about to end soon, I thought, okay. Bro, what's your aggression? Golly. Bro, what's your aggression? What I do? Okay. Bro, chill. Stop. But anyway, what I was gonna say? Oh yeah, premiere, yeah, so, my premiere was about to end, so I am gonna probably end up doing a lot of my stuff now in CapCut. Though, by the end of summer, I might get it back, and with extra cash in my pocket, you will see me use a little more licensed audios of music. Yes, I am saying that now. Because I been trying to actually, I wanted to try using LinkedIn musics. So it actually use like licensed audio for like moments that happens in like fighting and more. So yeah, and don't worry, I'll be fine. Watch, just watch. See, Dojo. Gotta believe in me. Bro, I was joking the first time. I don't even think I'll be fine here. Oh, okay, no. Oh, never mind. Yay. Bro, that UFO saved me, actually. Anyway. But, yeah. I think I let y'all know a lot more about me. And if you're wondering, I'm still... And just in case, because I know I'm way too late saying this, but I haven't stopped posting. It's just I've been testing. I had ACT going on, so low-key, I had a longer time posting. And my Bye-Bye Night video got replaced because of a joke I made where I literally told the fact that I was joking. So, you know what? I'm just gonna start, like, making jokes where... Or if I make a bad joke, I will cut the little spot and then just say I made a bad... I'll, like, do that. Because I will start doing that now. Because it seemed like when I said I was joking, because I do make bad jokes, but I will admit that I'm joking, and I never mean them, because I actually respect people, and not just my skin tone, and women, and men, and all the things in the world. I really do respect everything. I just make jokes because that's just what I used to, like, when I made people laugh. Like, I'm not even kidding. I never made no creative, smart jokes, none of that. All I try to do is make jokes I usually got used to, which was a little bit offensive, little racial jokes. Basically just jokes you will normally commonly see a lot of us laugh now in this full-on year. But yeah. But other than that, yeah, I think y'all starting to get more of a picture to know me more, which if you are, been good, fast, you're picking up on everything. Like quite literally. I have probably known more people who can, y'all probably gotta be the most people who catched up to know me faster than anyone. Anyway. But, yeah. Whew, geez, sorry. I'm honestly hungry and a little bit tired. Well, not tired, but exhausted. But yeah, that's all. Now, you know what? I'll make this a little bit my funny way of going out. Okay, hold up. Yo, yeah! Hello, everyone. This is Volten again, and this is now Friday of me doing this. Now, for me to open up to y'all and let y'all know more about me, like I said, we already talked about my personalities, a little bit of the other side bad effects I have for myself, even with short-term memory, even my own the emotional things I got back on that do have. But like I said, no need to worry about me. I'm a big buff baby who dance like a man. And next layer, I forgot the rest of the word. I remember that from Adventure Time, but I can't remember all of it. Like I said, memory is killing me now. I'm gonna become a man of Volten. But yeah. But since we got a lot of that conversation out, I'm really hoping y'all know more now. You got more better understanding of me. But, and the one thing I do want to say is that for anyone who actually stick around and watch this all the way through, thank you. And I hope y'all learned that too, that I don't go by I don't want to normally go by Jalen, just Volten. Until I really get the right to call myself that myself, I'd rather be called Volten. And that I'm hoping that we all grow together as a community, and hope that I reach the stars to be able to help y'all out throughout the future too. Like I said, I'm keeping my word all the way through. And when I mean I'm keeping my word, yes, I mean that. I am going to, when I get famous, I'm going to want to be able to help out the world too. I want to be just like everyone else at the top of the world. Speed, Corey, Berlizzi, Kaznat, I don't care who. I'm going to reach up to the same spots they reached up to. Even if I'm starting off YouTube, and even though I'm not a streamer, which I can admit, I haven't done that because I'm probably gonna have to wait a little longer before I start switching over to streaming and doing YouTube and balance. But yeah. But I hope that's all I really want to talk about, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. And just know one thing, I care for y'all as a community, so I was gonna say this because I always make a lot of bad jokes, and I will admit, even myself, I low-key will need to start telling myself, put yourself on a leash. But yeah, and like I said, I'm just a man who enjoys being himself and who plays the game that says his own escapism. At the same time, the place where he wants to be able to bone people and grow. That's what he wants something to be his actual career. Not saying I want this to be my well, I actually would love to have this as my main thing, Loki. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I'm getting sidetracked for this little moment. Just hold on. Just hear my PM. Or you can really scroll down if that's good. That's all good if that's you want. That's what you want to do. But yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is that this is actually something I do want to do, because the thing about this is that I actually always got admired by Corey Kitchen, Speed, and every single content creator I've ever seen, even Pokemon. But it's different for me with the Pokemon inspiration because I don't know her story. That's one thing I will be honest about. And truthfully, I'll say there's one thing I'll be honest about. I'm always thankful for the friends I make. And I feel like the only trouble I will admit I can have is that I always get misdetermined of how friendships normally work, that I end up making myself sad about it. Shoot, even like this Friday, I was surely like, I kept thinking like how I used to make friends back then, and kept thinking like, was this entire time I've just been making fake friends? Or did I just secretly start making people hate me? But in reality, I think it just shows that I'm an overthinker too. I forgot to bring that up to y'all too. But yes, there is a lot to me that I really want to be able to tell y'all and let y'all know more about me as a person. So yeah, I hope y'all okay. Man, if you don't shut okay. Anyway. You know, I just realized I said that to things y'all can't even hear. Anyway. But yeah, hope y'all have a good rest of your day. And may whatever religion help you out and bless you. And may y'all have a good rest of y'all day and more. and hope to talk to y'all again, or talk to y'all again if we have another situation like this again. Not a situation, but well, it's not really a situation. It was just really me wanting to open up to y'all, so I can really get more known to y'all. But yeah, that is all. Anyway, hope y'all have fun of whatever you're gonna do in your afternoon or more. God, I'm so dang boring.